over the years.
Oh, right.
On the island, yeah.
But they were all not. They say robbed to build something like
Okay,
this.
reused,
Reused.
recycled.
Recycle.
Yeah. And see the two houses over there. Who was in them houses?
There's only one.
I mean, the one, is it?
Yeah.
Who was in that house?
There were Mortons, weren't there?
Frank, I think we would call it Frank's house.
Yeah.
Frank's old house. What do you
Frank.
got Frank's old house called?
Okay, right. Are they long gone? Yeah.
Oh, they were gone when we were coming to school. No one there then.
100 years plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's elected to.
She's
Now, guys,
to have the place open.
who have we here? We'll start on the left.
Go on,
Yeah,
Padraig Gavin.
Padraig Gavin
Irish Island.
at Clynish Island.
Yeah. Patrick Gavin from
Clynish Island.
Noreen Holmes from O'Malley from Cullen.
O'Malley. Noreen Holmes O'Malley.
George Jeffers.
George Effort.
Inish.
Inniscart. The Lighthouse. The Lighthouse. Yeah.
Marie Mortimer.
Yeah.
Gibbons from Nisslayer.
Gibbons. Yeah.
Christina Browne from Inniscart.
Inniscart. Yeah. And the producer.
Oh, yeah. Gemma, whose husband is one of the owners of the schoolhouse in Dublin.
You've taken it over, yeah. And who was the longest? Who was the longest of the group here now that was in this school?
I'm the oldest anyway.
You're the oldest, yeah.
Christina.
And what was your last year here,
Well,
roughly?
I don't know my last year, but I do know one of my first years, 1945.
1945 you came in, yeah.
I remember that year, and the fact it never passed. The blackboard was up there, and every morning I came to school, I looked up at the blackboard, see how the date changed. Every morning I looked up, see where 1946 coming up. No, so didn't like school at all. I didn't like school.
And did it change? Did it change the date on the... Well, 46 was on the board.
No, 45.
45, yeah.
I thought I'd never leave it.
God, you're very bright. To be aware of the dates and that age.
Yeah.
And Noreen, when did you come in and go out?
Well, I finished in 57 when school closed. I was in fourth class, almost done. And I suppose, I don't know, was there junior infants or senior infants? I'm not quite sure. We say 5 years before that. I would have started in 52 about.
52,
Yeah. I'd say,
And Marie?
I don't know when I started. I
September 51.
I know I left at 14.
At 14, yeah.
Yeah.
And where did you go to then?
I didn't go anywhere. They wanted me to go to town school, but I was a home bird.
Yeah.
And my aunt wanted me to go to school someplace else and try and go teaching because there was a lot of teachers in my family.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I refused. I'm pint black.
And how about Christine?
I haven't a clue.
You don't know when you came?
Not a clue.
Do you know when you left?
No, I
No,
don't.
yeah. What class did you leave in? Did you finish off school?
Oh, I
there?
did, yeah.
You finished off school,
I did,
okay, yeah.
Oh, I did.
you did left
Yeah.
before me then.
Oh, I would, yeah. I would.
Well, you had left before me, Marie, so approximately 2 years maybe before it closed. You'd have left about 55. Did
Yeah,
you
probably
have
about-
left about a year before that?
Yeah.
Around 54, I'd
Yeah, I'd
say.
say so, yeah.
And from each of you now, what was your greatest memory here?
I liked school, I liked it a lot. I liked the teacher, and
Who was?
May Gibbons.
May Gibbons, yeah?
And I think she did a great job because when I finished here, I was off school a few months. There was a bit of to and fro on whether I'd go to Innisfree, which wasn't possible. So I was nowhere for a couple of months. I suppose now the Department of Education would be chasing it up.
Yeah.
But when I went to school in town, into 5th class, the impression was I might have to stay back a year to catch up with them in town, but no way, no how. I was quite well able to go to 5th class. I think May was excellent. That's my memory of her now.
And town was Westport.
Was
Westport.
Sister Francis in 5th class.
Yeah.
Not as nice as
The
May.
Mercy.
Yeah.
And Joe, what's your memory you have of here, apart from looking at the calendar?
My memory of here are not good at all.
Not good, didn't like it, no?
No.
Never
Hated
approved.
school. And especially the Irish language.
Yeah.
That drove me down. Couldn't
Did
pick it
that,
up.
yeah.
Couldn't do it.
And did you like the teacher?
Well, teacher was fine.
Teacher was
I wasn't
fine,
very
yeah,
much
yeah.
teacher, no.
Yeah.
It was me.
Yeah. And Marie, what's your memory?
Well, I
A
like
memory.
school. I like school. I love playing rounders out there. That's at lunchtime.
Yeah.
And of course, I liked the teacher because she was my aunt and she was living at home with us. And now she never helped us with the homework because that wouldn't be fair. When she'd give us the homework, we did it, and it wouldn't be fair if she was helping us.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. I liked it, but when the time came, then I thought it was a lot of gone before me, and I said I'd finish up. And I didn't come one day. I might come the next day. And then I said I won't. I'll finish up.
I won't come any
I won't come anymore. I didn't do anything then for a while. Then
And how about Christina?
I liked school.
You like school,
I
yeah.
did,
yeah.
and the teacher was
And,
lovely.
and the teacher.
Yeah, May was lovely.
Yeah. How many students were in the school when you were here, roughly?
When I started, I think about 16, 17 around that.
16 or 17. And they were all in this room here.
Oh, yeah.
All
yeah,
of
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
desks along there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we
The
had,
long desk, weren't they?
Yeah,
yeah.
And with the inkwells.
yeah. And had you roll? One sec. And did you have a roll call every day?
Every day.
Yeah.
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 Would most people be here? Most of them would be here.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it would.
There were no days off for Mitchin or.
No, Mitch.
And I got one shop.
Did you Mitch?
Yeah.
Did you ever Mitch?
Tell me you Mitch. I remember Maureen telling me something about that. You didn't. You were back the farm, were you, or something?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We had a teacher here. It wasn't me, you know.
Oh yeah.
Got up in town.
Was she a substitute? Was she?
Yeah,
She was, yeah.
and she was very cross. The Cane was our best friend. The Cane,
We'll
best friend.
come around to that in a
And,
minute.
my father and another man from Mile over. They saw us out on the farm. We had that the farm, that land over there.
Yeah.
And they contacted each other anyway. See why were we not at school?
Yeah.
So we told them that, with the older ones at BUA at the time, that the teacher was so cross they wasn't going to school again with that teacher.
No, that's it. Yeah.
And so they came to our door here and they had to go at her. They told her, unless it decayed, and you'll be in trouble. They told her, which was great like at that time.
Yeah.
They came and told her that. And she frightened out of it after that.
Was there much
That's before
cane?
your time now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was cross. She
Oh, yeah.
stayed in our house.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
She was
right?
cross. Well,
Oh,
you see,
she was the cane.
anyone that came stayed in our house. I suppose with only being me and
Yeah.
my parents, there was maybe a bit more room.
Yeah.
But she was cross anyway. She was
Mm.
even. My memory of her, she wasn't even nice to me, and I was
That's
just
right,
a
yeah.
child
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
I hadn't
Yeah.
started school.
No, yeah.
And that's when I didn't know that story now, George.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
That's only that one, yeah.
And did you all do the primary cert that time? Well, you wouldn't
I-
have finished school. Some of you. Yeah.
I did mine in mine school.
Right, I did mine in town because I
In town, they were
I
in
did
town.
mine in school as well.
Did you?
Mm.
And I passed, believe it or not.
Yeah, and me too, Joe.
And how did you end up in minor school? Was it because the school closed
Oh,
here?
that was because that's where it was held, like the
Oh, the exam was held in there.
Yeah, the one
Oh,
that
okay,
was-
right, yeah.
you know, unit
And she was the teacher. What's her name? Miss Gill, is it? Miss
Gibbons.
Gibbons. Did she teach everybody? All the classes?
Yeah.
All the
yeah,
classes,
yeah.
yeah. And how did she manage to teach? How many classes were there? 70?
There was all the classes.
And did she teach them as a group or did she split them up?
Well, she did. We'll say when you started, she'd have you doing the ball frame, which became the
Yeah.
abacus in later
That's right,
years.
Yes, yes.
You'd
On
be up in
the-
front seat when the
Yeah,
young
she'd have you
one.
up in the front seat and she'd give you bits to do and she'd do headlines and then she'd go on,
To the next seat.
to the next seat.
Hmm.
She really
There was 4. How many seats was it? 4 or 5?
I'd say it was 4 anyway.
Yeah.
Hmm. And what kind of subjects did you have here now?
We had English and Irish and history and geography and sums, maths.
Maths, yeah.
I love maths.
Yeah, I like math myself. I like that part of it.
Yeah. You're good at maths, yeah.
I like to read it.
Yeah.
Read, like, you know.
Yeah.
Irish with exception here.
Yeah.
I like
And had you geography?
No, we had
Geography,
history.
history and geography. You had 6 or 7 subjects then?
Yeah, we had,
Yeah, 6 or 7 subjects, yeah.
Oh, we might be small in number, but we were in no way shortchanged. She really did.
And she concentrated on teaching, like she wasn't the kind of a lazy...
No. She had us doing essays. Like even nowadays, I look at the children. I don't think they ever do anything approaching an essay.
Yeah.
We were doing essays in 4th class,
Mm.
possibly a bit in 3rd.
Mm. Did you ever have a doctor out here?
We did.
The
Dr. Dignan,
Dr. Dignan?
I never forget,
Oh, how was he checking you for? Do you remember?
giving us injections for
The vaccination,
would it
eh?
be vaccinations
Like-
for TB.
Probably, yeah. They were doing it at the time. Yeah. Well, that was the end of
There
it.
was a nurse with him, I remember.
Yeah, that was kind of nearly the end of the TB term, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In the 50s.
Because I don't remember him. You're right, Marie. He came.
I never had that injection at all.
You might
You
be
never-
school that day.
I
You might be in school that day.
didn't get it anyway.
I think you
Back
have
to
to
the
come again
films.
then to check it, would he?
You would,
I think so,
yeah. Come back
I think
again.
so, yeah,
Check the
yeah.
BCG,
yeah,
yeah,
just
yeah.
get a taken or something.
Yeah.
Is the, well,
And what kind of games did you play in school?
rounders is all that.
Rounders are main when they get
Yeah.
Rounders. No football,
Well, yeah.
no pitch. Did
Well,
you?
you only had it as a small ball anyway.
Small ball, yeah,
I think
yeah.
we had about for a while, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We all got a ball in the rounder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had stuff there.
Well, that's hop stepping, not skipping. Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the name?
Squares, yeah.
Squares, the squares thing. What's
Yeah.
the name of that?
We might have them chalked out, but we did a bit of hopping
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
You know, the X and noughts.
Were you allowed to go near the water?
No, we didn't. We wouldn't rather go near
You wouldn't bother.
Yeah.
There was only swimmer in you, you know. Anybody swim that time? Did you?
I can never swim.
Never
I
swim.
can't swim now either.
You swim?
I was in my 50s when I learned to swim, or about 50.
I never.
Better late than never.
And I always
I
swam in the
never.
pool.
I learned in my 60s.
Fair play to you. Good.
Fair play.
Well done, yeah. It's amazing, like when you're in an island that you don't.
Yeah.
Very few islanders ever swam.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't
See.
know.
Yeah.
I'd say they had a feel of it.
There
or
Well,
was-
they said that.
something. But my grandfather used to swim to the mainland and back.
You see?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys
Never
are
wanted
wondering-
no island swam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever the reason was. Yeah. John Thomas Moore could, in the regatta seats, do the duck hunt, and he could swim after the duck, like. He clipped the wings of the duck and let her off in the regattas. But that was one of the.
What would you do with a duck in a regatta?
That have maybe a good few competitors to see who could catch the duck. And the duck would die, but he would catch the duck.
He catches them duck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your grandfather?
No, John Thomas Moore.
John
Oh,
Thomas.
John Thomas. Oh, yeah.
All right, right.
Okay, right. Yeah.
He was a great swimmer.
Oh, he was. He was a good swimmer. I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
And did you have music lessons here now? Were you singing?
Tuning fork. She had a tuning
She had a
fork.
tuning fork,
We used
yeah,
to
yeah.
sing, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you were a singer, aren't you? Sing a bit, yeah.
Marie's good. Marie's a lovely singer.
And we
What song did you learn in school now? Can you remember?
in school. Used to we sing the national anthem, I think.
Well, you probably.
It was an oro something.
Oh, she had a vow, all
And we sang hymns at our catechism, either before or after.
Yeah.
We had our catechism before we had our lunch. And our lunch was a bottle of milk, an egg in a whiskey bottle. You tasted of it. And bread and butter, I suppose. You might be
Jam,
looking to
maybe.
have jam.
Yeah.
And you'd go way outside and sit at the wall and eat, and you'd have the crumbs of the bread and the mat and everything like that.
Yeah.
Oh, but sure, that's
And I think we had it out here if it was a bad day.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right,
we did.
yeah.
Yeah, we had to
Yeah.
have it on. But if it was a fine day, we
Mm.
set on
Oh,
the
yeah.
outside. Yeah.
And what was in the back there?
Yeah.
It was the cloakroom.
The cloakroom was in the back, yeah.
So we put our coats and
That was it.
stuff. Yeah.
And would you go in there on a wet day now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And if you wanted to go to the toilet, where'd you go?
There's two
Look
toilets.
out the window.
Yeah.
There's two toilets.
Like there's dry toilets.
Dry toilets, yeah.
Boys and girls. There was separate.
Was there much of a smell after them?
Didn't notice much of
No, we
You
don't.
can't remember. You can't remember. Some mustn't have been too bad.
No, because there'd be a small number using it
That's right, yeah.
comparatively
Yeah,
speaking,
yeah.
you know.
But they're very open, aren't they?
Be only about 2 boys or 3. Well, in my time, you were 2.
Yeah, probably maybe
Yeah.
a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a bit more. Yeah,
There
when you
was some
start.
fella come, Andrew Moore, come to clean them ever so often.
From Rushden.
Yeah.
Oh, Andrew,
But
right.
I remember him in here, right? Once or twice.
I heard my father saying that.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
well, that's Patrick. I didn't know. No, that's
Had you running water here? No running water, no.
No,
We
no.
went to the well. The well was away over there. We went over to the well to get the water for the tea.
cans of water. Like.
And was it spring water or fresh water? It was.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
You used to be in the kettle with us and fill it with a cup or something.
Like, it's very close to the sea. You think it would be contaminated, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just the wells are bailed out with after the tide you go from them, fresh water will keep coming in. Like.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
That was down at the wall below Michael Joe's, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Very tight.
Yeah, I suppose.
So they're well really, like, you know. It was, but they're more than well.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Yes.
No telephone.
No
No.
telephone. No.
I mentioned smartphones, no?
Thank God for that. There was no.
You were all smartphones, are you?
Yeah, you're all smart.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you have a fire?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh, this is it here. This is the fireplace. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
That's the existing fireplace.
that's the existing. Same.
Well, I'm sure it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, it's in. Same one.
And every child had to bring turf with them, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you were coming around the show, you'd pick up sticks. And
And
if you got the sole, you know the crepe soles that used to be on the sandals, if you got one of them, they'd light up and the chimney.
Oh,
Yeah.
Or you'd find candle grease.
Oh, you would, yeah.
You'd find a lot of candle grease, lumps of candle grease.
It'll be enough boats, I think. or
Caveat,
something.
yeah.
That time they'd be transporting the candle grease and timber battles on boats and
Oh,
they'd fall off the
okay.
Oh, a bit of fall off,
The
yeah.
battle
Right.
is, the water would eat the battle at sea, but you wouldn't eat the candle grease.
Did you ever see it? Did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
It'd be
right,
thick.
right.
Would it be big chunks?
3 inch slabs and then the battle about 3 or 4 inches thick.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
That's,
Yeah.
But
Right, that's where they came from.
the seagulls used to eat it as well as that they'd be well picked or worn.
Oh.
So they'd break up in bits.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were kept warm for the winter anyway, you were, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We couldn't even our coats if it was too cold for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's a fine building, isn't it? Good, very. It won't
Oh,
fall
yeah,
down. It won't fall down easy.
No.
No. We spoke about the cane back down the line there. Anybody guess you suffer from the cane?
Me.
The cane?
Yeah.
Well, made in not time.
Not time, yeah.
But,
Would you have deserved it, do you think?
oh, well, I
Well,
think
if
so.
we gave it, you would have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so,
exactly.
I say, Joe, you might have been a little.
But the other teacher,
Little rascal.
in our place,
Yeah.
but then she loved the cane. I said,
But
sure, that
somebody
loved
used
it.
to pull their hands in under the desk when
Well,
she
yeah.
wanted
That's
to hit
right.
them.
Yeah.
She'd go to hit them and
Patrick
pull their
used to
hand
then,
away.
no Patrick, the neighbour.
Yeah.
He used to put his hand back. Like that.
I'm not surprised, yeah.
You're
And-
right.
That's so funny because I just when you started talking, I thought could it possibly?
Oh,
be?
yeah.
No, yeah.
Because she wasn't.
No.
I mean, I hadn't started school, and I suppose I was a brat of a child. I was only 4, I think. She wasn't.
Yeah,
big
but see,
nice.
you remember like
Oh,
that.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
My father used to tell one about one of the moors. He went over to Mikey Joe's
Yeah.
and he got a few bees into a matchbox.
You got to be
Bees
Oh,
off
right.
the
All right.
fuses and brought them back and let them go in the room in the tea.
Is that right?
Yeah. I don't know, did that ever come up with you?
Before your
Do you remember
time,
that? You don't?
No.
Did he get caught?
Oh, yeah, he was.
He got caught,
He did, yeah.
so he got punished.
Punished, yeah. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I think we let the bees off beside the teacher when she was down at his copy or something.
He didn't have a strap here. There used to be a strap one time,
No.
made out of leather.
No,
Oh, no.
for the cane.
Gemma might remember that. Do you remember the strap?
Oh, yeah, no, didn't have it.
Was it?
Boys had it. I don't think girls had it.
You were a teacher.
Yeah, no, we
Yeah,
never used
well-
those things.
You never
You
used
were
those things.
secondary school, weren't you, Jim?
Yeah.
So.
I was in secondary school and they used it.
Oh yeah, it was worse. They were brutes.
Yeah.
Seen me some
Some of them were. One or two. I had one in national school and one in secondary school, but the rest of them were fine.
Necessarily brothers, was lay teachers, some of them.
Oh,
were.
yeah.
So where's we had Miss Gibbons in Secretariat School.
Yeah.
On her
Yeah.
face. Did anyone hear of Miss Gibbons?
I do remember she was there when I came.
Was she?
Yeah.
She was. About 2 years, yeah.
Okay.
Gemma, as a teacher,
Oh yeah.
comparing the old and the new.
Well, what aspect did you like about what the teachers taught you? Like, was it something to do with geography or to do with nature or history? Like some of them can be really into one thing or the other, or also sometimes it can be the teacher's approach. They say, "Oh yeah," but another chat said, "God, what was she on
Yeah,
about today?" Like,
Yeah.
you know, did any of them give you a love of, say, reading, history, geography?
Well,
nature?
I love most of the things really, except the Irish.
I didn't
Okay.
like
I couldn't stand that.
Yeah,
But
and that
I don't know,
influenced everything.
geography, sums and that, but then particularly, you know, I liked all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was wrong with the Irish?
It drove me that, I don't know.
I I love maths, and that's my favourite
Yeah.
subject.
Yeah. And of course you learn tables then, which I think
Yeah.
is great.
Oh, yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
don't necessarily
Yeah.
learn them anymore.
Nice.
That's the basis.
But it makes it so
It
easy.
makes it so easy, yeah,
You
absolutely.
don't have to start.
Yeah.
Mm.
I liked everything really, but and of course, Jimmy, you were asking about different. We had the one teacher,
Yeah, I know, but
All
you know,
of,
some
like-
teachers loved
but there would be
certain things.
except when she
Yes,
was sick,
yes.
You know, liked certain things
Mm.
and that. No, I just remember one of my brothers went to a school in Dublin and seemingly he was an IRA person. So my parents changed it because he was becoming totally politicised.
Oh, yeah.
In the sixth class and just did not agree with that.
Yeah.
That kind of thing, you know, and they could and like teachers, primary school teachers particularly can have such an influence
yeah,
on
of
you.
course, yeah.
Oh,
For
yeah,
good
yeah,
or for
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
You know, and it's not always appreciated that, you know.
Well, the teacher is the most important person you're going to meet along the road in your life.
Yeah.
And as another teacher said, you know, your babies, the teacher you're having babies, if they like you, it gives you a positive view of school. But if they don't like you, you sort of all teach you know.
Mm.
And that's, you know, we don't think of baby influence teachers as being an influencer.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
You know, like it's the first time that you're out. Well, not now so much, but just childcare and all this that you're mixing with a whole group and how much the teacher can influence people.
Was it mostly girls in the school you were saying? Somebody said that there was mostly
I
girls.
think,
right?
yeah, mostly
Yeah.
girls, yeah.
Mostly
We're in the
girls.
majority, alright.
Yeah.
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 How did that come about? Because the kind of our population is kind of half and half, isn't it?
And is it that more boys dropped out sooner than girls?
No, what I'm doing it.
Well, when the Moors were here, like going
Well,
back
yeah,
before
no,
my
no,
time,
no,
there must be, because there were
before my
7 or
time
8,
even.
8,
Was nine.
9
family.
boys
lot of
in
boys
Moors.
then.
9 boys.
Nine
Moors,
boys
John-
in the one
One
family.
family,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And God have the mother.
But when I had more, there wasn't many boys really.
No.
In the Kellys, John Kelly's family, only one boy and 3 girls.
And there was none
And-
in
Gibbons.
Gibbons, James
John,
Gibbons.
and-
John, Willie and Tommy, but they've gone ahead of you, wouldn't they?
Who?
John Kelly.
John Kelly's family.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
What the kids like.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Tommy
Tommy, Tommy, yeah, and Flowers,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Tommy was and
And there was none in James Gibbs.
no boys there.
3
Three
girls,
girls,
3
yeah.
girls, yeah.
And there was a couple, there was 2 boys already in Josie Hills and 3 girls, yeah.
Yeah, Dickie and
So-
Tony.
Yeah.
And was there ever a male teacher?
There was, I forget his first name.
Regan.
Regan.
Yeah, Eamon, I think.
Eamon Regan, that's right.
And was he a locum or was
He
he
was from Westport.
covering or was
Nuala
he?
Regan's, Nuala Morton's brother.
Oh, okay, right. Okay. So you didn't have that many teachers. You had
No,
Was
we
Gibbons-
had 8 year old, but one basically.
One
and then
basically.
She was ill or, you know, there was somebody subbing.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What?
There's a very short, it's one teacher.
One teacher, maybe one pupil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few more.
Yeah, I think one teacher, no, it's a
They're
different thing.
looking for a teacher at the minute out there. because-
Spanish
Yeah.
family have
We're on the radio, weren't they?
Was
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah.
And his truck.
Yes.
Mm.
In some place in Galway, Spanish family come with 5 school-going kids. They get free accommodation for the year to keep the numbers in the school.
Oh.